Good morning, everybody, and it's time for the Kelly Williams Show. Yay! So excited today because I've got my gorgeous friend, Stephanie Easterling here, and we are going to be talking about what is hyaluronic acid and what is collagen, really. Why do we need it, and why does it matter what kind you take? We're going to talk all about that. Stephanie, are you ready today?
I'm ready. Yes, excited.
So excited. We're gonna help people get healthy and feel good and look good on the show today. So guys, we're gonna come right back with Stephanie. Grab your coffee, grab your mimosa, meet us right back here right after this commercial break. All right, good morning, and we're back.
Good morning.
All right, so I am here with my gorgeous friend, Stephanie Easterling, who is a collagen rep, and she has all kind of really good information for us. First of all, if you're watching the show today, please share it. There are people that need to know this information and get the right information about collagen and hyaluronic acid, why we need it, and really what it does, and why there is a huge difference on the kind you are putting in your body regarding how well it helps you and what it does. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm so excited. So if you are watching the show this morning, comment live right here on the show. If you have a question for Stephanie, you can comment, ask your question. We'll get it answered live right on the show. But Stephanie, first of all, what is hyaluronic acid? We see it on commercials. We see, Hollywood people pushing it. They talk about it. I honestly don't know tons about it and why it's so important, but because of our shows with you, I do know it's very important. Can you tell us a little bit about what it does for our bodies?
Absolutely. So it's naturally, what people need to understand is that hyaluronic acid is naturally present in our bodies. The first thing we need to know is we have the most our body is ever going to have the moment we're born. And right after we take our first breath, we start losing it. It's crazy. And so depending on how old you are, decides how much you have left if you're not supplementing. And so its highest concentration is everywhere there's fluid in our body. And so we need it to retain moisture, right? We need it for our eyes so our eyes don't get dry. I know when I say that, people are like, oh my goodness, I have dry eyes, right? We need it for good health in your gums, the tissues. We need it in our connective tissues, in our joints, that lubrication so that when we move our arms, they move smoothly, right? And so that is so, so important. But one big benefit is what it does for the skin. So it brings hydration to the skin. When skin dries out, what happens? It starts to crack. It starts to change in the shape and how it looks and the aging process, and wrinkles form. And so something plump, I love to think of it as, you think of an apple when it's nice, and then an apple after it's rotted, how it starts to shrink and get all shriveled up. That is kind of the difference there. And so we want to make sure, number one, that we're supplementing with hyaluronic acid, but we're supplementing the right way. My first experience with hyaluronic acid was when I worked for a rheumatologist for years. It's really good benefit is injecting into the joint of someone who has osteoarthritis, right?
Wow.
And so what that does, it goes right into that joint, helps, with fluid and moisture so that it can move around, but it only lasts maybe 8 weeks. We can only inject every 3 months. But it goes right to that area. I keep pointing at my elbow because if it's your elbow or if it's your finger, your knee, wherever that is. And so the other way that people think of hyaluronic acid is like a topical, putting it on your skin, which that's great as well. Can help with the moisture, can help with plumpness on your skin. And so what we have found is just studies, and they've come out with pills that people can take. If you take it in a pill form, the problem with doing that is that once it gets to your stomach, pills have to be the outer part of the pill or capsule, whatever you're taking, has to be broken down for you to get what's inside.
Yeah.
And so once that tablet gets to your stomach, the enzymes break it down, but the enzymes will actually digest and basically discard hyaluronic acid. And so you want to, number one, absorb it before it gets to your stomach. So a pill form, you're basically wasting your money. So it's super important to understand that. And also to know it's not genetically modified. GMO ones have been changed. And so that's super important too. Any type little bitty cell that's changed really changes the course of what it's going to do for you. And so it's not something that I want to play with. I want to make sure I'm taking the right one, the right dose, and that I'm getting it the right way.
Absolutely. And what's interesting, and I don't know if anybody else who's watching thinks this, that, you know, there's a very popular celebrity that's kind of started this, you know, hyaluronic acid. And it's the one that she is representing goes on your skin. It's a topical. And I remember thinking, is that something like a chemical peel? I mean, it, you know, acid. So you know, sometimes have a misconception of what is it? And I never knew until we started visiting about all this, and I started taking the
liquid biocell.
The liquid biocell, that hyaluronic acid, we're born with it and we need it inside, and taking it internally from the inside out is the best way to help. And there's so many benefits. I had no clue about that. And I guarantee you that so many people have no clue that they're buying products that just go on their skin thinking I'm doing what I need to. I'm sure there's some kind of help for it, but internally is where your body processes it and uses it where you need it, you know, which then in fact helps your skin from the inside out. That's the issue. You can't just put things on your skin and expect these long-term results and this, you know, really changing effects that much, because you got to do it from the inside out, which, you know, okay, now really quickly, Stephanie. Okay, Elizabeth, good morning. First of all, thank you so much for watching this morning. Yes, where can I get this? Elizabeth, if you look right down at the scrolling ticker, it says livecleanwithkelly.com, and you can get a discount on your very first order. And we're going to talk to Stephanie about what products have this hyaluronic acid in it and why they are so good for you. So Elizabeth, share this show, and thank you so much for watching today. And if you have another question, please ask. That's very important. So Stephanie, when somebody goes to Live Clean with Kelly and looks at the site, what are they, if they've never used anything before, what are they looking for to get?
Look at Collagen Sciences. It's interesting because how you and I first started talking about this was this product here. It is the liquid biocell. And when we're talking, I know we're talking a lot about hyaluronic acid today, but if you put it on your skin, you're going to get those temporary benefits of the skin moisture, right? What I want to talk about is people they'll use a skincare that has hyaluronic acid. They'll add something that might have a collagen. They do all these different things, but they're helping on the outside temporarily. What we want to do is work from the inside out, right? And so there's more things that you can get, more benefits from taking something that's going to absorb properly into your body, get into your bloodstream, and go all over. So what I love to talk about, so what she'll want to do, Elizabeth, is look up Liquid Biocell. The one called Skin here is the one that I love. Again, the only difference is the flavor and the fruits. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this actually, there's 3 components. And what I want people to understand is collagen. We'll talk about hyaluronic acid, but collagen is probably the biggest buzzword right now. If you have not heard about it, then you've just not been listening, because you can walk into a convenience store now and buy collagen. And so I always want to make sure that people do their due diligence, do their homework, and understand what it is that they're taking. Also, what benefits are you looking for? So yes, there's so many. There's actually 24 different types of collagen. And so the most abundant, Elizabeth, she talked about tennis elbow. Yeah, so you want something, the liquid biocell is going to work from the inside. You take a tablespoon, it absorbs, you hold it in your mouth, it gets into your tissues, right? And then it's going to go, whether it's your elbow, your finger, your knee, your hip, your ankle, whatever it is, it goes all over. But the biggest key here, Kelly, the biggest key is that it mirrors what we have in our body. And I mean, I'm kind of jumping ahead to that, but your body it's clinically proven to rebuild and replace, regenerate collagen, hyaluronic acid, chondroitin in your body. And that is such a big deal. And so the reason I talk about this is I want you to think about it. Humans, our dogs and cats, horses and chickens, those 5 things have the same molecule makeup in our bodies. And that molecule is made up of like 55% collagen type 2, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin. So important to know. And so when people just go buy something off the shelf, I encourage them to turn it around, look at the ingredients. The source of the collagen is so important. If it's bovine, meaning cow, or marine, meaning fish type, that is collagen 1 or 3. And that is only going to benefit the skin area, hair, nails, and skin, right? Collagen type 2, that mirrors what we have in our body, will synthesize the other types of collagen. So collagen type 2 is what is found in the human articular cartilage. It is the most abundant protein in our body. It's the most abundant collagen in our body, collagen type 2, but it's the only one that can synthesize and support all the other things. So you're not just getting hair, skin, and nails. You're getting your joints, your ligaments, your bones, all that stuff, plus hair, skin, and nails. So it's so important to know those differences. I typically ask people, what are the benefits that you're looking for? Yeah. And they're going to find it there. It's so important for people to understand where it's sourced from. The cow ones are carcasses, like, the skin parts that are processed, churned, and put into a powder form. The liquid biocell is extracted from the sternal cartilage of a chicken. We wouldn't take it from a dog, a cat, or a horse. But in the normal byproduct of a chicken's life, they can extract that from the sternal cartilage and use that. And it goes through what's called biooptimization, and which means, guys, if I was to hand you collagen, oh, hey, look, I extracted this collagen, take it. It would be way too heavy. Your body wouldn't even absorb it. So when it's made into a powder, there's fillers, there's other things that are put into it to make it that powder, right? And so different studies have shown that a powder or even a pill form is only 30% absorbed. When you take it in its natural state of a liquid, it's 90 or more absorbed. So you have to take 3 times as much as something else to get the same absorption. Plus, most of the others don't have hyaluronic acid or chondroitin sulfate. So it's kind of a one-stop for all your needs in those areas. The other thing I'll mention is it has 37 clinical trials. So any professionals, any physicians out there, doctors who use PubMed, or even if you don't, if you can't log into PubMed, you can go search things. So if you search liquid collagen, biocell collagen, you will find the studies and what they found. And one big thing about hyaluronic acid is what they found in 28 days of use, your hyaluronic acid in your body increased 6,000%. And that's not 600, not 6 times, 6,000%. Yeah. What the other study showed is that the dryness in your body decreased without the use of topical moisturizers. And so that is a really big deal. And that is just the study on hyaluronic acid. There's also a fun word, Kelly, hyaluronidase.
Hyaluronidase?
Yes, hyaluronidase. It's worth a Google. That is an enzyme in our body that tells our body to age. It breaks down that hyaluronic acid, right? And so this product turns that enzyme off, basically. I'm using normal terms here. So it stops that aging process, which is so phenomenal, which is why, some of my friends, their pictures from 2016 to now, they look younger now, but more important, they feel better. They're able to move around. And that is the first step of aging, is when we start realizing we can't do what we used to do. We can't sit on the floor with our grandkids or go exercise as much as we used to. And so that is the biggest thing. And Elizabeth, I feel you. I play tennis. I totally understand that. You have to be patient with it, obviously. 90 days, anywhere from 4 weeks to 90 days, depending on your body and how your body absorbs things. There's so many things that go into things, right? So if we have a bad gut, if we're not absorbing things, it might take us a little bit longer to feel a difference. But I definitely, would love to see what it does for you and hear how it affects you and your tennis elbow, for sure.
Absolutely. And Elizabeth, we talked a little bit about the shot and how it is a temporary fix because it can't stay in your joints for very long. Mm-hmm. Liquid BioCell is a daily thing that you take daily, and it goes right to those areas. And I'm going to tell you that I struggled since I had my daughter, who is now 26, I think, maybe 27. And, struggled with sciatica problems. Like, I can't even tell you where I would be down for 3 to 4 days. It just became part of my life. I told Stephanie this once I started taking the Liquid BioCell, and I take the skin version because I love the taste of it. And I have dry skin, and I needed that. But I'm going to tell you, yes, so good. This is what I take every day, twice a day, and it has literally changed my life. I have to tell you, I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. But I am a person who has been active my whole life and was struggling with a lot of pain. And I'm going to tell you something. I haven't had one of those problems where it put me down in almost a year. And that is shocking for me to even think about. And I'm going to tell you, I told my husband, I know it is because I've been taking the Liquid BioCell every day, and it is changing the way I feel. I don't struggle with joint pain. And I'm going to tell you, I cheered most of my life, danced in college and professionally. Yeah. And so it's just been an active, I've just been like that. And so joint pain was, and then I was a ballet dancer for 12 years. The doctor told me, you're going to have pain, just like my husband, who was a former pro quarterback. There's just things you're going to deal with in your life. But I'm going to tell you, he is actually on also the Liquid BioCell, the life version. I'm telling you guys, this has been life-changing for both of us. And I don't say that lightly because I've struggled with some pain in my life, and he's really struggled with pain. And it is something that has become a part of our daily life. And so Elizabeth, yes, and really quickly, I'm going to skip down to Elizabeth. I really don't want the steroid shot. I don't blame you. Steroids mess up my body. It's awful, horrible. So if you don't have to, don't do it. Don't do it. And Stephanie, look who's saying hi.
Hi, Lorraine.
Hi,
That's
Lorraine.
Awesome.
Good to see you. Okay, so Monica, hi. Going to give it a try. Please do. I'm going to tell you, guys, you're going to get a discount on your first order. Go to, it's right down here on the ticker, on the screen, livecleanwithkelly.com.
I want to mention that Kelly doesn't sell these products. She's a customer who started using them and really believed. She's got tons of people who probably come to her all the time wanting her to promote their products. You mentioned what version you take. So if we could take a second and talk about the different ones that we have, I think it would help people figure out what's right for them. So when you go to livecleanwithkelly.com, you're going to click on Collagen Sciences. When you click there, it's called Liquid BioCell. There's 4 different flavors. And let me explain why there's different flavors. You can close your eyes and choose any of them, and you're going to get the benefits for joints, hair, skin, nails. You're getting that matrix that we talk about. But some of them have different benefits. So let's talk about that real quick. When they first extracted, our CEO, Ozma, who is amazing, has worked with several hundred different companies in the past, doing cosmetic grade ingredients. And when they realized that you could extract, years and years and years of study in this, that you could extract that sternal cartilage of a chicken and it have that same molecule makeup that our body would recognize and able to use it. What they did was they bio-optimized it. And if you were to taste it in its natural state, it wouldn't taste great. And so what they did was they added not just artificial colors and sweeteners and didn't throw it into a powder and add peach or add whatever flavor. What they did is they added 13 phytonutrients, so superfruits, if you will, apple juice extract, mangosteen extract. There's the acai berry that is so popular for the resveratrol. Well, they found that you can get resveratrol from Japanese knotweed at a high concentrated, potent cardiovascular health. There's so many great benefits. So they added 13 of these superfruits, great anti-inflammatory properties. So when you said that Paul uses Life was the only one we had forever. It had all those nutrients, great for anti-inflammatory. If someone says, hey, my elbow, my knee, I'm hurting right now, inflammation. Now I hate to use the word hurt because it implies, curing. So I like to use the word discomfort. Yeah. But when they're really when they're in that place where they really need to bring down inflammation, I always suggest Life. Now, if someone, so that was the only one we had forever. That was the only one we were going to have was Life. It is a fruit flavor. And then they realized that some people could be allergic to fruit, or they might be diabetic and not want the natural sugars that come from fruit. And so they made one called Pure. Again, that same molecule extract, instead of adding the fruits, they added stevia just to make it, it's kind of like a tart juice flavor. You're taking a tablespoon. You can dilute it if you want to. It's so powerful, beneficial. I just take it. It's fine. But then they got little, I would say, marketing after the clinical studies showed what it did for skin circulation, what it did for photosensitive on your skin for aging. They decided to now take that one with all the fruit, add ceramides, which is, we all hear ceramides are great for good skin circulation. And again, it's not a ceramide that you're putting on your face. It's getting in your body. So now skin is circulation in your hips. People started noticing, wow, the skin on my hips are starting to change, right? So all over the body. They also added bamboo extract, which is really great for your skin, again, for the circulation, for pore size, for actually opening up the hair follicles. So many great benefits. That one is called Skin, okay? And then
shout out. That's what I use.
And then from
I love it.
I know, and it's got vitamin C. It tastes a little bit more citrus, like a fruity citrus.
Yes.
And then the fourth one we have is called Sport. In the clinical studies, they showed that people recovered faster from exercise, from working out, from working in the yard, right? So this one has added branched chain amino acids, but it also went through a special certification. It's called NSF certification. And why that's important is if an athlete uses something that could be deemed as a stimulant or a enhancement to what they can do naturally, then they're drug tested, right?
Absolutely.
NSF certified means that Olympians, pro athletes, anyone who is in that place to be drug tested, it would not show up on a drug test, and they have the NSF certification. So it's so important to know that. So there's 4 different flavors, if you will. You will get the benefits of joints, hair, skin, nails, all of that with any one that you choose. It's basically a preference if you're okay with the added natural fruits to get, I think it's 3 grams of sugars from natural fruits, but you're getting all those other things, anti-inflammatory, the antioxidant, which is really great. So 4 flavors. It's Pure. Pure is the one that has nothing added to it but stevia. Life is the one that has the I love to talk about resveratrol as well, because people used to say that red wine was good for your heart, right? For the resveratrol in it, for the cardiovascular health. In 1 dose of the liquid BioCell Life, okay, tablespoon morning, tablespoon at night, you get the same amount concentrated resveratrol as 8 bottles of red wine in 1 day. 8 bottles of red wine.
I'm sorry.
Amazing.
That's crazy. It's amazing. And Stephanie, I just want to shout out to some people. My friend Nancy from Philippines is watching this morning. Hey, Nancy. My husband Paul tuned in. Hey, honey. One of my very good friends from Louisiana, Carol Edwards, is watching. And Christine Corrales, good morning. One of my good friends from California is tuned in. Plus everybody else, thank you so much. Tune in and comment and let us know where you're watching from. If you have a question.
Giveaway. I want to say, because we forgot to say, if you want to try this, we're going to give away a bottle of skin. That's why I have it here. We don't stock products. I don't stock products. It comes directly from the company, so it's not like I have a bunch of inventory. But I want to show what we're giving away. That's why I keep throwing it in here. If you comment and you share the show, you go into a drawing to get a free bottle of Liquid Biocell. And so what we do is we announce it in her group. I will tag you and you just contact me and I'll make sure I get it to you. So if you want to win it, if you want to try it, go ahead and comment. Go to livecleanwithkelly.com and just register for a free account. It doesn't cost you anything. And she loads $10 onto there for you to use at checkout. So super, super cool. Again, we were talking about the flavors. You could use any of them. The Sport has kind of a apricot flavor, if you will. So it doesn't matter which one you get. It just, it's different flavors. So
yeah, so good. Guys, share this show and comment that you shared because somebody is going to win a bottle of the stuff that I use every day, which I love, the Liquid Biocell skin version. And I'm going to tell you, oh my goodness. And good morning, Monica. She's watching from Texas City. Win this, Monica. Share, Monica. I'm going to tell you, share the show. Elizabeth, Stafford, Texas. Nice. Elizabeth, share the show. You could win a bottle of this. Guys, my friend Carol Doucette Edwards ordering now. Thanks for the great information. Carol, she's a wonderful, gorgeous. She's gorgeous and incredible, and I love her. We cheered together. No, I'm sorry. I was a cheerleader. She was a dancer.
Oh, cool.
And Stephanie went to Barb and was a cheerleader at Barb. Crazy.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned cheering because I cheered at Barb and then I cheered at McNeese, did gymnastics and I ran. So and also, this is a funny story, decided to pick up tennis in my mid-40s. I'm not sure who does that. But I've had, as you can tell, I've had 2 neck surgeries and I had to have 2 knee surgeries in 2017 and 18.
Wow.
And so for me to be playing tennis again, to be able to do my elliptical when I want to go out and, run, it blows my mind. The biggest thing for me that blew my mind, because I had a hard time walking after my 2nd knee surgery, they stitched my peroneal nerve on accident, is being able to sit on the ground with my knee, like Indian style, or crisscross, I should say. Love that I can do that again. And I did not think I could do that again. So again, I'm like you. I attribute it all to this. So joints, cartilage, your ligaments. I have a son who plays baseball. I don't know if I told you, he just committed to Louisiana Tech. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Yes, so excited, but understands the importance of taking care of yourself. We do more than we did. And it's just, it's an amazing thing that we can do things later in life. We don't have to age. We can age gracefully, but we don't have to stop doing the things that we love. And I think that's so important.
Absolutely. And guys, this is one of your tickets to that. A more enjoyable life. I'm living it. I'm living it right now. I'm telling you. Share the show. Carol Doucette Edwards, share this show right now.
Yay.
And comment that you shared. Elizabeth already shared. Monica, share. Make sure you share. Nancy, make sure you share the show. Because Lorraine, share the show and comment that you shared. Because if you don't comment, I have to go back and look, and we don't always catch everybody. Somebody shared the show 7 times last month, and we didn't even know they shared it because they forgot to comment, and they weren't in the drawing. So please make sure you comment that you shared because we want you to be able to win. Stephanie always does a fun giveaway on the show, guys. I'm going to tell you.
Let's talk about this one next.
We're going to. So comment that you shared and share the show because people need to know the difference of what liquid collagen does for you and why it's so important to make sure you're taking the correct one. Don't just take something and order it because a celebrity is pushing it on TV. I'm sorry. We've all done it. We all, tend to do that. You don't have to. There's one that you can order right here and you can get a discount, and it has patents. It's patented. And I'm going to tell you that it has changed my life. My husband's a former pro quarterback. He takes it every day and takes this stuff. And we're going to talk about another thing that we talk about. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes. There we go. Nancy, good job. Thank you. Thank you. Monica, excellent. Thank you. Carol, thank you. Guys, y'all are all in the drawing to win a bottle of this Liquid BioCell. You could win one for free. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Okay, Elizabeth, my son is a cheerleader coach now. He was a cheerleader as well. So he knows what it feels like. And that's awesome. He's a cheer coach. I love that.
So the ingredients, it's so amazing to look and see all the fruits. And this one, the skin, I said 3 grams. It only has 2 grams of sugars.
Oh my gosh,
so it's so amazing. Important. It's got 10 calories. Yeah. Go look at the powders. The ones that I look have 70 calories. And if you have to take triple the amount, I want to get my calories from somewhere else, not from a powdered. And I also, let's talk about taking it. You take this right out of the bottle. This cap measures a tablespoon, or you can just use a real tablespoon. You don't have to mix it into anything. Some people are like, I have to mix mine into a shake. I have to disguise the taste. Or they get the non-flavored powders, and then they have to still mix it into something.
Absolutely.
It's easy. It takes 2 seconds just to take it in the morning. And you're getting not just collagen that's going to help your skin. You're getting collagen that's going to synthesize in your body, help your joints, your ligaments, your hair, your skin, your nails, all of that. Plus, you're getting hyaluronic acid. And the star of the show we don't talk about is chondroitin sulfate.
That's right.
So chondroitin is the shock absorber between your joints. So when you jump, there's that cushion, and we lose that. We break it down. We tear our bodies up over time. You can replenish and rebuild that as well. A lot of the supplements for chondroitin, I have to say this, come from shellfish. And if you have a shellfish allergy, you can't use this. This is not.
Oh my
shellfish.
gosh. I mean, that's
so important.
That's important for people to know. I had no clue. Even though I love shrimp,
right.
seafood.
Yeah.
But I know so many people who are allergic to shellfish. How would you even know to look and see where this is coming from, if it's even written on the bottle or something?
Right.
I mean, it's crazy. Nancy, is it your birthday?
Oh.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
He's my sweet. It's 3 or 4 in the morning in the Philippines right now.
Oh my goodness!
He's so sweet and always tunes into the Kelly Williams show. So, Nancy, you never know. Share it a couple more times because your name can go in every time.
I want to answer this question right here. So, okay. So the bottle of the Liquid BioCell, it does, after you open it, it does need to be refrigerated because of all the fruits inside. However, if you're traveling, which we all hope to be, right, to get back into traveling, we do offer it in little packets. So you can, if I'm going to be gone for 4 days, I'll take as many packets as I need.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about trim in a second that comes in individual packets. Again, has to be refrigerated. So that's important to know. But it's great because I walk into the refrigerator, open it up, it's right there in the door, shake it up, get my tablespoon, and I'm done. So
I'm telling you, and it's so sweet because look at our viewers are the sweetest people. They're telling Nancy from the Philippines, happy birthday. That's so sweet. I just love this show, and our viewers are the best. Okay, so Stephanie, one thing that I just want to, before we talk about trim, it's one of my favorite things because it is that extra thing that I get to wake up and I get to have chocolate. A tablespoon of chocolate mousse is literally what it tastes like every morning, and it cuts my appetite. And I'm going to tell you, it's amazing, and it's so delicious. Very few things do you have to, or can you take them by themselves without mixing, like you were talking about earlier. Well, all of these products, I've never had to mix into anything. That's a big deal because I'm a baby. I like things to taste good. I was always been real honest with you, and I go, I can't take it if it doesn't taste good. I'll try it one time and then I'm done. Because there's no way I can do it, and I'm not going to be. I have to be honest with myself. So I like things to taste good. These products taste amazing, guys. I'm going to tell you, and it is a huge blessing because I see the benefits every day of how this liquid biocell is changing my skin, my lashes, my nails, my body, my joints. It's incredible. So I'm so happy. And right now, oh, Monica, that's so sweet. Nancy's getting lots of love today. Love it. Okay, so trim. Guys, if you are looking, and Stephanie's going to talk to us about this right now. If you are looking for something, and first of all, who's not? I mean, you know, I'm 55, and you know, you just got to have a little bit of help sometimes. But if you can have help with something that tastes delicious, I'm all there. I'm all in because that's just another bonus. So, Stephanie, tell us why the trim is so good for us and works so well, because it does.
Well, first of all, it's basically this product with an added ingredient. So you have the collagen, all the benefits of that, which that product is proven to tighten skin. And when we hear the word tighten skin, we think of face, right? But your whole body, skin on your body changes as we age. If you've lost a lot of weight, you know that what you're facing now is that skin is looser. So you're wanting to tighten that skin.
Yeah.
Again, doesn't happen overnight, but we understand it's a process. So let's talk about trim. This is one of my favorite products.
Yummy.
It's yummy, but the added ingredient, if you can see, is clinical strength CLA.
What is CLA?
Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. So CLA is a tongue twister. It's conjugated linoleic acid, CLA. And what it is it's basically an omega-6 fatty acid. We have different fats in our body. So we need to understand there's good fats and then there's bad fats, right? So this is one of those good fats. But what this does, and again, I love to explain it in us girl talking terms.
Yeah.
Kelly, you are tiny, precious, beautiful, but I'm going to tell you, you have fat cells in your body. We do. We all do.
I don't want anybody to know, but Stephanie knows because this is where I get all my products from Stephanie.
We all do. So
yeah,
let me just say,
we all want to feel good and look good.
Let's say this is a fat cell, okay? Your fat cells are waiting to be filled up with fat every day. Bring me more fat and let me fill it up. What CLA does, okay, is it inhibits the absorption of fat. Big claim. Wow. Inhibits the absorption of fat. So what that fat cell does is it stops getting fat, right? And it fills up with water because it's waiting, okay? After it's emptied the fat and full of water, it collapses.
Wow.
This takes, depending on your body, between 3 and 5 months, 4 to 6 months, depending on your body. It's easy. It's a tablespoon. That's it. People want something that works in a month. They take it a month. They're like, I'm still my size. I'm like, you haven't given it time. That fat cell's filled up with water. It needs to get all the fat out. Then it collapses. What people notice about this is over time, their clothes start fitting looser.
Yeah.
It's not about the scale because this also, because of the collagen in it, it increases lean muscle mass. So your fat cells are reducing, your lean muscle mass is going up. Your scale may not change, but your body changes. So I would rather wear a smaller size and weigh the same than to weigh a lot less and still be a skinny fat person. Does that make sense? I've heard that phrase, skinny fat.
No. There is such thing as skinny fat. I've seen it.
Yes. And so CLA, it's just important. Clinical, I said it says here the clinical strength. Well, you need to know how much to take. And if you don't know, don't just go buy CLA. There's tons of things out there. Again, like collagen, all the marketing and the white noise. Clinical strength is 3.4 grams. That's it, 3.4 grams. This has the exact amount that you need. And so flavors, let's talk flavors, because you can close your eyes and pick whatever flavor. We talked about the 4 different flavors of the liquid BioCell. Now let's talk about trim flavors. There's chocolate, which is a fan favorite. It's so good. It really is good.
It just needs its own little room. It's just
everyone says they look forward to their trim. They take it at night so they can look forward to it as their dessert. And they always admit they lick the spoon, front and back, all,
no. Same. Yeah. I do it. I'm admitting it right here on the show. Absolutely. It's so good.
This one is vanilla wafer. Okay. To me, this tastes like an ice cream, the cone from an ice cream cone. It's not vanilla bean. So if you're a big vanilla bean flavor, it's more of a caramel vanilla, if you will. Really, really good. We have mango, which is so yummy. It's really good. There's coconut lime, which to me tastes like a pina colada. I don't really taste the lime, and I don't know if I taste the coconut. It's a mixture. And there's lemon. We right now have limited time peach. They'll do seasonal ones, and it is nice to have different flavors because while we love chocolate, sometimes we want to taste something different, right? So again, wonderful product. When you take these together, your body uses collagen for 12 hours. That's something else that people don't tell you. So you need a tablespoon in the morning, tablespoon at night. If you're taking trim, this is your morning dose or evening dose, whatever. And then you take the one on the opposite. If you're the type of person who forgets, just take them both at the same time. It's better to get them both in.
Absolutely.
Optimal results would be to spread it out 10 to 12 hours, morning and afternoon dose, so that your body's always using collagen even while you sleep. So that's super important to know.
Okay. Well, that's really good news. And I have to say a big shout out to my nephew, Jade Velarde. He is in Arizona. Hey, Jade. Thank you for watching, sweetie. I love you and I miss you. Okay, so Elizabeth said she had to get back to work, but she learned a lot. Elizabeth, thank you so much for watching today and sharing, because you're now in the drawing to win a bottle of Liquid BioCell. Guys, if you are just tuning in, share this show and comment that you shared, because you will be in a drawing to win a free bottle of Liquid BioCell. If you don't win today, you can still get a discount. Go to livecleanwithkelly.com. Okay, so this is important. So Monica, taking the Liquid BioCell, you take first thing. I wake up and drink green tea with honey. I wake up, now I'm going to let Stephanie answer, but I wake up and the first thing I do before I have coffee or anything else, I have my Liquid BioCell. So Stephanie, what do you tell Monica?
It really doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be taken on an empty stomach. So in saying that, and Monica, that brings up, I'm glad you asked this question, because it reminds me to talk about intermittent fasting. That's so popular right now. A lot of people practice intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
And so you would take, if you're using Liquid BioCell or Trim, you would take all of them in your fasting window when you're eating, except for Pure. The one called Pure that doesn't have the added fruits or sugars in it, you could take it when you're fasting. So that's a very good question. If you have a 6-hour window, you could take it when you start, eating, and when you finish eating. It's just totally up to you. What a lot of people will do is they'll get a bottle of Skin if they're taking BioCell and a bottle of Pure, so they can take the Pure whenever. Again, totally up to you. Really, really good question, Monica. Thank you.
Yeah, very good question. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. I love it when you monitor. Well, and I'm going to tell you, thank you, because Stephanie keeps me looking good. I love her products, and I'm going to tell you, I take them every day, and they make me feel good and look good and have done wonders for my skin. So thank you so much for that compliment. I drink green tea with honey all the time. Absolutely. Same thing here. And it's good to know that it does not matter if you have a little bit of a regimen. You wake up and you have your green tea with your honey and stuff like that. You don't have to first make sure you try to fit in your Liquid BioCell first. That's very good information. So you can take it right out. You can still have your cup of tea, coffee, whatever you have in the morning, and then take your liquid biocell. I've just gotten in a habit. So it is literally the first thing I do after my Bible study. I go get my liquid biocell, I take it, and then I take the trim. Should I wait to take the trim? You said that earlier.
You should probably take the trim in the morning and take the biocell at night if you can remember. So many people, I will tell you, I used to have to set an alarm, but they'll forget to take the night dose. And so It's interesting. It's okay to take them together. I mean, because you're getting different benefits, obviously. But if you can spread it out, it would optimize the results. Does that make sense?
I learned something new every month on your show. So I will start doing that. I'll start separating them. Thank you for that. That's really good for me to know, because I've just been like, 1, 2. Yes, good. I can't wait for that chocolate. So,
yeah.
But yes, Nancy from the Philippines says, thank you, Stephanie, for your good product. So interesting. Absolutely. Stephanie is amazing. And we are very blessed to have her every month right here on the Kelly Williams Show. We do this show once a month so that you get the information you need. You're able to get discounts. She gives goodies away. You can ask her questions right here on the show, which is very helpful. A lot of people ask you a lot of really good questions, and it's really helpful.
Well, if you have a question that you don't want to blurt out here, just private message me. I have a few people who do that. And so we can really kind of dig in deep, find out what's right for you. I know we don't have a lot of time today to go into a lot of the other stuff because our main talk was hyaluronic acid, but we have good gut health products. We have detoxes. We also have, I wanted to mention the collagen skincare, which is amazing. It's got that collagen that you drink made into a cosmetic grade. So you're getting the collagen type 2, hyaluronic acid, and the chondroitin into this product, which is amazing. And then we have the body firming foam. I always have to mention this one, especially since it's summertime. This one we call BFF, body firming foam. It is amazing.
It is
amazing product. And then next time, I'd love for us to cover. We can talk more about the tree biotics, but we have a new, and I know you haven't tried it yet. You should be getting it soon. But the Phyto Greens and the Phyto Golds. Different type audience that really good to get all your nutrients from your greens, your leafy vegetables in a single dose every morning. So we have that as well. We have over 90 products, guys. So it's hard to talk about them all.
Exactly.
Some are exciting. Some of them are not so exciting, like toothpaste and mouth rinse and laundry detergent.
But they're all
However, but the exciting part is we have done the research for you. We've taken out all the harsh chemicals. So you're getting a good, clean label product. And always remember, when I get something, I'm like, that bottle doesn't seem so big for laundry, but less is more. If you can use less, right, little smaller bottles, it's so important, just to kind of really look at your home, make sure that you're not using harmful ingredients, because what we put on our skin, on our clothes, touches our skin. Our skin's the largest organ in our body, and so it gets into our bodies. Everything on our skin absorbs gets in right away. So we want to make sure that we're living clean. LiveCleanWithKelly.com. So
yeah, absolutely. Guys, share the show. You can share it several times. Your name will go in several times to the drawing, and comment that you shared, because I'm going to tell you, there are people that need to hear this information. We want to help people on this show, and this is why we talk to Stephanie every single month, because we find out all kind of good information. And I'm going to tell you, you can get a discount at livecleanwithkelly.com. I'm not a salesperson. I don't sell it. This website was set up for me so that our viewers and my friends who need help and people who ask questions have a place to go. And there's special discounts that you can get. And it's a great way just to go and find out about these products. So we are just so excited. Stephanie, I cannot wait to see what we're going to save your washing machine to harsh. Absolutely. Harsh chemicals breakdown. Absolutely. Lorraine, very good point. Very good point.
I wanted to mention this real quick because it was funny, because I had, I don't know where we went. We went somewhere, and I thought David had packed my travel shampoo and conditioner, and he didn't. And we were going to be there a while. So I went and bought and I can't remember the name brand, but then an article came out about Johnson & Johnson had bought this brand, and it was like Moroccan oil was on the outside of it, right? So, so I bought that.
Yeah.
And that Johnson & Johnson had to remove formaldehyde from their No Tears baby products by the year 2021. So they were working to do that. When they bought this company, they did not remove it. And so there's tons of shampoos and conditioners. So I just recently went and threw that away. And so just knowing, what you put in your hair is going to absorb into your skin. It rolls. I had a friend whose son kept getting, just the looks of eczema on his back. And she changed his laundry detergent. She could not figure out why it was coming back. Well, what goes on your head goes down your back and can stay if you don't rinse it good. And so it's just important to use something. Again, we have wonderful shampoos and conditioners for all hair types. For mine that needs, a little bit of moisture in it, I love the moisturizing one. I love the mask. But I do want to mention, because you talked about a discount, if you're going to try this, don't just try it for 30 days. You have to be committed to using it for 90 days. And if you put it on Smart Ship, you will get an additional discount. You can stop at any time. I hate when I order a product and I didn't realize it starts coming to me every month. That drives me insane. What I love about these products is you'll get an email 3 days before it's supposed to ship to say, hey, this is coming up in 3 days. Do you want to add to it? Do you want to take away? Do you want to push it out? Do you want to cancel it? Wonderful. And so you have complete control of what we call Smart Ship, not auto ship. It's smart because you get to control it. But they want you to get a discount for staying on it and for being a loyal customer. And so after a few months, you also start getting additional credits. They want you to live clean. They want you to be healthy, but they also want to reward you for doing that. Super important to know too.
I'm going to tell you, the ingredient, they're not scared to show you the ingredients. You can look at everything. You can look all of them up. This is very important in this day and age, to make sure what you're putting in your body is good for you. And that's what we try to do here on this show every month, is to share really good information that is going to help change your life in different ways. Stephanie, great show as usual. I always learn something new. It's amazing. I just love it.
I always have so much fun talking to you. So
I know, it's so much fun. Okay, guys, you can still share the show. Share the show, comment that you shared, and you'll be in a drawing. She's going to give away, somebody is going to win a bottle of the Liquid BioCell. I'm going to tell you, it's life-changing. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you could win one. So like the show, share it, and comment that you shared. Stephanie, do you know when you're going to do the drawing? Probably tomorrow?
I usually give everyone 24 hours. So if someone's working and they catch it later, they catch it tomorrow. So today is Wednesday. Let's do it Friday morning. Give everybody a good, 24, 30, hours to do it. I'll do it on Friday. Some final thoughts. I want you to Google the word hyaluronic acid, Google the word hyaluronidase, and Google CLA, which is conjugated linoleic acid, so that you understand what is in these products, why we say it's so important, and why it's not just a collagen. It is a liquid BioCell plus collagen HA matrix. So important. It doesn't compare to just the powders and stuff that you're going to see out there. And that's why I'm passionate to come bring it to you and make you understand the difference.
Absolutely. We are here to answer your questions and help you understand the very, very, very big difference about what celebrities are selling you. Not that they're bad products, but what real people have and the difference in what it does for you and your body. Stephanie, thank you so much. Great show as usual. I can't wait till next month. I'm so excited already. Guys, we hope you have an awesome day. We are so grateful that you tuned in. Hope you learned something. You can always message Stephanie privately with a question if you did not want to ask it in front of everybody on the show. She loves that. She will answer it for you. And go to livecleanwithkelly.com for your discount on your first order. And if you have questions about any of the products, let Stephanie know. She's here to help. She's amazing. So, and my friend Debbie Gutierrez is watching. Hey, Debbie, Monica, good morning, everybody. And share the show. You could win a bottle of the Liquid BioCell. But we thank you for watching the Kelly Williams Show. You can watch us every week right here on Facebook Live and YouTube. And we hope you have an awesome and blessed rest of your day. Everybody have a great day, and thank you so much for watching. And look, there's Debbie. Hey, Debbie. There she is. Have a great day, ladies. We will. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Stephanie. Great show as usual.
And happy birthday, Nancy. Have a great day.
Happy birthday, Nancy. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, guys. See you next month right here with Stephanie. The Kelly Williams shows every week. Okay. Thanks, guys. See you later. Thanks, Stephanie. We'll see you next month.
Bye-bye.
Bye.